Hey guys, it's Dee from Dee's Divine Guidance here. I wanted to come on this week to talk about the full moon coming in Pisces. And it's actually coming on Friday the 13th. All right, so I wanted to kind of talk about the energy that I've been feeling with this moon, see how it's treating you guys. I know it's not here yet, but I feel like the energy of this moon is so strong that it's been here. It's like it's coming, and then I feel like it's dissolving, and then I feel like it's gonna hit again. Okay, so it's gonna be, I feel, a little bit of a roller coaster ride for the rest of this week. Oh, I love it. All right. So before I get to the cards, like I said, it's coming in Pisces, and it is on Friday the 13th. And we always have, I'm not sure if everybody, but I know I grew up with the superstition of Friday the 13th being a bad day, right? Like, watch out for that day. Let me know if you grew up with that superstition as well. But with the full moon in Pisces, I just feel as though, the Pisces energy is very intuitive. And what they're making me feel is that anything that is not in alignment to your higher self is going to be shown. So there might be things coming up for you that are hard to deal with. There might be thoughts coming up for you that are showing a side of you that you might not have seen in a while. There might be some struggling thoughts in your mind about who you are, how you are. There just could be a lot of, I'm surprised, it's actually the moon card. It's like your shadows are coming to the surface. But what I really want to be specific about is that it's anything that is not in alignment with your higher self. The last card you have here is the High Priestess. And that High Priestess is connecting to your intuition, to sitting in the energy of your higher self. And if you didn't catch the video, it's somewhere on my channel about the soul versus the spirit. And, the higher self is really the energy that's above, that's connected to the divine. And your soul is just a little bit part of it that comes into your body. And during this full moon energy this week, I feel as though you're going to be connected, but in a very different way than when, a psychic or mediumship, like where you actually connect. You go, oh, this is really weird. I'm sorry, guys, this is what I'm getting here, but like you go up, okay? This week, it's coming down. It's coming to you. Wow. Yes, it's coming to you. It is coming into your energy rather than you're trying to connect to the energy. It's coming down to you to show you things, to open your eyes about things about yourself. Okay, let me get to the cards here. So my point is that keep your eyes open for the messages, for the thoughts that you are having this week, mostly about yourself, but also notice if you are projecting that onto other people. So maybe sometimes we get uncomfortable with ourselves, so we start nitpicking on everybody else. So just be aware of that. But open your eyes to what is happening this week with you, to see where your thoughts are, to see how you feel about yourself. Because I strongly feel as though the energy is coming to you to shine light on these shadows of yours so that you can heal, you can let them up, and you can heal, and you can deal, and you can explore what is truly still there that maybe you don't think about or don't see that often. Okay? So you've got the Eight of Pentacles, you've got the Eight of Cups, you've got the Emperor card, and you have the Wheel of Fortune. And, so this is about, it's about work, this is the Eight of Pentacles is all about working on something, taking the time, investing in yourself, you know, she's like knitting something here. And then the Eight of Cups is like walking towards something. So for everyone on here that has wanted to spiritually awake, spiritually awaken more, have a higher connection to the divine energy, like you've got to shine the light on these parts. You've got to, if you're walking towards that type of connection, if you're walking towards the Emperor energy, where you're very confident in who you are and you're trying to gain that confidence, you're trying to gain that self-love, that self-worth, like this moon is going to get it spinning. It's going to get it start to turn very slowly. I feel like it's like you got that, like the lever and lever, is that it? Where you got to like really really push really hard to turn it. And I feel like the moon here this week is really going to, if you choose to keep your eyes open and not, I sent out an email, if you're on my email list, I sent out an email today that was about, you know, not, it's about not being the emotion, but being aware of the emotion. And that's really, really important for this week with the moon coming in Pisces. All right. It's about stepping outside of the thoughts and observing the thoughts. Okay. So you've also have the Two of Swords, the Temperance card, the Hermit card, and the High Priestess. So some of you might be a little bit blinded. You might be a little bit defensive. You might be a little bit like, what? Like, get that away from me type of energy I'm feeling for some of you. Please remember these are general readings. But so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But, you know, this energy isn't the greatest, but I'm actually being drawn to the little star, the little shine off her swords. Ooh, that's good. So, you know, even though there's darkness, even though there's those shadows, there's always light to come from them. All right. So we never want to be ashamed of our shadows. We never want to be judged on our shadows, because we all have them, and you never want to judge anyone else on them because you have them as well. So, you know, you've got the Two of Swords here, but then once you deal with that, once you sit in this, now this wheel turning energy up here can cause you to feel like this, right? Because the shadows are coming, your eyes, I know she's blinded, but you're being aware of what's coming to the surface, and you might want to be blinded. You might want to go and be like, I don't want to deal with this, you know, like protect yourself. But just realize that once you come through this, there's going to be light at the end of this, because you've got the Temperance card, the Hermit, and the High Priestess. So this is all about dealing with what's going on the inside versus what's going on the outside. So use this energy of the moon in Pisces to face those shadows, to observe the thoughts and observe your actions for this week, and maybe even the past week as well, because like I said, I feel like this energy has been, I'll say, lurking for quite a few days as well. And it might let up, but then I feel like it's going to come crashing down again. So just be aware that that might happen, a little bit of a roller coaster over the next few days. And learn what you can from whatever is coming up for you. All right. I have my angel cards here too. So let's see what we have. They're telling me to pick two. Two cards, please. Okay. So you have workshops and seminars. Attending and giving speeches is part of your spiritual path and purpose. Be open to teaching and learning. Okay, so that might resonate for you if you're a teacher, if you're a therapist, if you're some kind of speaker, if you're a psychic, if you're a medium, all that good stuff. You also have cut your cords. Ask Archangel Michael to clear any old attachments to fear that stem from the past, from past relationships, freeing you from destructive patterns. Okay, so I do have a cutting cords meditation on the website, so you can go check that out. It's on the main page. You could check that out if you want to do a cutting cords meditation if you haven't already. But you can also just ask Archangel Michael to come down and cut your cords, and just envision your cords being cut, right? So you envision the cord attached to this person or this pattern or whatever it is in the past that you want to free yourself from. And then just imagine him taking his sword and cutting it through. Okay, that's the easiest, but I do have an energy healing meditation on the website. All right, so workshops and seminars. I do have the challenge coming up, so you want to make sure that you're in there. I do have my mentorship coming up as well, so really good cards come out for this. But yeah, so stay strong through this. And again, observe, don't become. So do not go with the energy. Feel the energy, observe the energy, and then try to work with the energy as to releasing some stuff rather than being the thoughts. I hope that makes sense. Let me know if that makes sense. Being the thoughts, being the energy, like observe it first and then work with it rather than diving with the energy and feeling like that is you, that's who you are. So if something comes up to you and makes you not feel good about yourself, don't dive in thinking that that's the truth. It's not the truth. It's just energy that is you're holding on to that is coming up for you. So observe that. Now we got to figure out why it's coming up for you. And then once we figure out why, now we know how to transmute it or transform it into good positive energy. Okay? So I hope that makes sense to you. I love full moons. I love new moons. I just love the moon. But work with this moon. It's really, really important this month to work with this moon, because the more you work with it, the more connected you're going to get and you're going to be. All right, so much love. Let me know how that resonates. Give me a thumbs up on the video if you liked it, and I'll talk to you guys soon. If you want to join the challenge, it's in the description below, okay? I will talk to you later. Bye, guys.